Now I want to go back to the comic coach for a quick second. Mm-hmm. And the comic coach, I wanted to talk about what was it like what kind of what did you learn at becoming an editor, from all the way from assistant editor to associate producer to editor, that you were able to take and kind of take it to the comics coach and really help people develop their craft?
A lot of it I think is repetition of the creation of a comic. I think on average I've probably put out 2 or 3 books per week.
Wow, per week, not even per month.
Per week for the past 25 years. So in putting out thousands of comics at this point, you really refine the craft and know what works and what doesn't work. So a lot of it, what started as experience becomes instinct, and you do certain things so many times and know what works and doesn't work. It then becomes easy to apply that in the educational process and instructing others, because what seemed as a question a long time ago has now become a rule.
Of course.
It's you come from an area of experience and confidence, knowing what works and what doesn't, and you feel comfortable passing that on to others. So even the stuff that I was doing as an assistant was sometimes guesswork and learning. Then going up to editor, to senior editor, group editor, executive editor-in-chief, it becomes just part of it. Of course, it's rules.
It's rules, and you pick it up along the way. And someone goes, "How could you let that one go?" And you go, "Oh, I didn't know that was a thing." And that's how you learn, and you learn from the process and the mistakes. And all of a sudden, you go, "Okay, that'll never happen again." And
right.
You make sure that you fix it and you make it perfect.
Right. And the rules are flexible too. The rules change, and what sometimes might work for one type of creator may not work for another. So you have to be self-aware all the time and be able to bend and be flexible and to learn from others.
So as an editor, are you going through and are you getting, first of all, we know you get the team together, but do you go through and do you get the writer and get the script from them and go through and make some notes and make some changes, and then do you go in and get some pages in from the artist and then say, okay, I like this, I don't like this, and then you get the inker, say, oh, this is works, this doesn't work, and then you go to the colorist, and at every page, every step, are you involved, or is it with different people? There's different level of trust over the years that you're kind of like.
The answer to the question is yes. Every single page at every single step of the way of creating a comic, my eyes see.
Wow.
And review in some way. But what you said at the end there, there's many creators that I've worked with over the years that I've learned to, I developed a sense of trust, and when I get a Garth Ennis script in, I of course read it from start to finish, but 99 times out of 100, that script is going to be pristine and ready to go. And if I spot something, it's
tiny,
it's rare. Yeah. There are other writers that are younger, newer, less experienced, and welcome the input and welcome the critiques. And there's a writer that we had been talking to the past few years, and they have a series that just came out a few months ago. And with them, there was quite a big amount of workshopping that went into their book. I think the end results were fantastic. I think they're very happy with it. I think they're happy that we were able to provide that input and coaching. So it depends on the creator, depends on the book. But yeah, everything that comes in, I see and review in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of times it's like yep, that looks good.
Yeah.
But other times there's
Stuff that needs to get reworked.
new artists. Lately we've had a few great new artists start with us who have done outstanding work. But the first time you start off with anybody, you don't know how it's going to go. So we ask for layouts first before finished pencils, and we see the layouts, and myself and my managing editor and the writer will often give notes and constructive criticism on how to make a page better.
Yeah.